All right, y'all. I didn't come in here and talk to y'all about Pose. Cause honestly, I didn't even know how to do a review on that motherfucking show. But we just gonna come in here and break this shit down. Pose is like my new favorite show on TV. And I'm gonna tell you why. As a young gay black male, and I didn't see Paris is Burning until a few years ago. I'm 25. So I didn't see Paris is Burning until a few years ago. To me, the drag and the ballroom scene, I used to think it was so outrageous and some shit. I was like, oh, they're talented and stuff and they're voguing or whatever. They're falling out in the floor or whatever. Paris is Burning explained a lot of that shit to me. And Pose is so much like a continuation of Paris is Burning. I don't know if you guys have never seen Paris is Burning. I believe it's on Netflix. Go and check it out. It's an awesome movie. Pose. Pose is giving me everything I have needed. Pose came on, and I'm gonna tell y'all, when I heard about it, I was like, oh shit, some shit that's gonna make the gays look stupid and all this kind of shit, and I was like, oh, here we go. So I was like, let me sit down and watch this shit. Cause I'm over RuPaul's Drag Race this season. RuPaul's Drag Race is just tied in through to me. It's season 10. I don't know. So I sat down and I watched it. And my heart was so warm when I watched Pose. Because it touched on everything. The way they opened this shit up, they got into everything. You know, they opened up, and I was kind of upset how they opened up the scene of, you know, they went into the mall and they was scamming and shit. But that shit that goes on in the gay world, you know what I'm saying? The queens do that. They do. They scam and they go get shit for ballrooms and drag and shit. That's what they do. But then they get into the scene where the guy, I can't think of his name, one of the main characters, the gay guy, he's getting kicked out by his dad. And what blew my mind was when his mom came out there and she's like, I had your back. I protected you against your dad for years. And I was just like, wow. Like, shit like this really happens in the gay world. Like, there's a lot of gays that will tell you, yeah, my mom doesn't support me or whatever. And, you know, maybe especially in a black home, the black community, you know, there'll be shit. Your mom, you know, she got girlfriends or whatever that she, you know, you're her son, but she doesn't really tell people that you gay or whatever and shit like that. But Pose, wow, and Blanca, then they touched on the HIV situation, and I was just like, yes. Y'all did that. I know people who have HIV, and I remember one time a close friend of mine at the time, we found out, well, she's trans, so we found out that she had it, and it opened up my eyes and stuff, and that's when I was like, bitch, you gotta slow the fuck down. I went and got tested and everything, and I've been careful since. And you know, because there was a big outbreak in the 80s and the early 90s or whatever. And so they just touch on everything. You know what I'm saying? And I like how they're giving us a gay life and a trans life. Because the way they're doing Angel, the way she has this white man that's infatuated with her, but he still got his wife, but he's willing to pay for her to have somewhere to stay. I don't know any women like that. I know trans girls who fucking get money. I know girls who do that. There are guys who will pay the trans girls to. And a lot of y'all women out here be thinking that the guys be fucking them. A lot of times the trans girls is fucking the guys. They like chicks with dicks. Don't let it fool you. But no, Pose. And then Blanca. I love Blanca. I love Blanca's character. And then the other girl, who was the drag mom, the house mother, who told Blanca she had to go or whatever. That bitch. She's everything, but the bitch gets on my motherfucking nerves too at the same motherfucking time. But Blanca, I think Blanca is my favorite next to Angel. No. Blanca next to the guy, then it goes Angel. And then Blanca going into the gay bar and trying to be known, trying to get into it as, you know, the trannies, and they didn't serve trans. And I like how they did that, because there is a lot of the times a division between the gays and the trans community. I don't know why, because quiet as it's kept, the straight people look at us all the same. Because if they be like, oh, that fucking faggot, that man, that, you know, whatever. I don't know why we're so divided, but it is what it is. I'm gonna tell, Pose had me crying the first episode. I watched the shit like 3 or 4 times, because I was like, I can't believe this shit is literally on TV. The shit is on. That's TV gold to me. Like, shouts out to Ryan Murphy for creating something iconic like that. I'm glad that something like that is on TV for anybody who doesn't know, who hasn't seen Paris is Burning. We actually get a time to not see RuPaul's Drag Race, and you see the girls in the makeup and the glitz and the glamour. You're actually seeing what the gays actually go through, what the trans girls go through, and how Blanca and the mother of the house are going through it, about, because the mother of the house is more fish in the face than Blanca. You see, when she went down there, she was like, oh, my struggles are not your struggles. That happens a lot. Some of the trans girls are more pussy. You know, they'd be like, oh, I'm more pussier than you. You know, I'm fish. I'm real. That happens. That does happen. Some girls get to pass. But like, I have a friend, I have a associate. She's trans. Beautiful. I guarantee you, a lot of you would never know. She's puss. You know, I don't know, but they're touching on every subject. And I guess now that I've watched the episodes a little more in depth, and I've watched them a couple times over and over again, I guess I'll start getting in here and doing some reviews. But Pose is just everything, y'all. Everything. I'm living for that show. This hat make me look like I got clear skin. I'm gonna have to wear this hat out in public, honey. Making my skin look real smooth, child. Black ass skin. Yes. Anyways, back to Pose. If y'all haven't watched it, y'all need to watch it. It's iconic. I liked how the second episode, they were into the barroom scene, but they pushed back some. They were going into it a little bit more in depth. And I've been to a bar maybe once or twice. Not my scene, but I like to watch the videos on YouTube of the girls voguing and all that shit. I can't do this shit for nothing in this fucking world. I can't do it. So don't think all gays do that. All them CCs over there voguing. No, we all don't do that shit. And there's no shade to the queens that do, but all of us don't do that. Some of us don't. I don't know how. I don't know how to do that shit. I'm scared I'm gonna break my motherfucking neck. So I don't do this shit, because I know as soon as I get out there and I dip and do this shit, I'm gonna bust my ass. I don't know. What else is going on in Pose? Pose. The guy that's the commentator, yes, love him. And for those of you who don't know what the commentator is, he's the one that goes on a mic and, oh, we got the house of this and the house of Darion and all this. He's that's the commentator. But yeah, Pose got it going on. Fox, y'all got it going on. I can't believe that it's on Fox, FX. I would have thought they would have put something like this on Logo. When I heard about it, I was like, oh, they're going to put this on Logo. It's going to be slept on or something. The fact that it's on FX, a good channel, that's iconic. I'm here for it. Hopefully we'll get a season 2 of Pose. And I know Funky Dineva said he wants to be on the show. Hopefully he gets the cast call. Y'all, Funky Dineva, I don't know if some of y'all, I know somebody was in my Twitter comments and they were like, you're a knockoff of Funky Dineva or something like that. And I was like, okay. They were like, you're never going to be Funky Dineva or whatever. I don't want to be Funky Dineva, but to call me a knockoff of Funky Dineva, you know, I look up to Funky Dineva. I do. I really look up to him. He follows me on Twitter or whatever. We've had a couple of conversations in messages or whatever. I hope to meet him one day. I know the internet drags him sometimes, and I know he had that outburst with where he was talking about black women or whatever. I won't talk about that. I will never get on here and drag black women. I did agree with some of the things he said. I didn't agree with everything that he said, but some of the things he said were true. But as far as Funky Dineva goes, he's up there in my Tammy Romans, my Nene Leaks, people like that. I look up to him. People like that who rise to the occasion. And Nicki Minaj's, you come for them, they come back each and every time. People like that I look up to. And I don't know if you watch his videos or whatever, a lot of the times I'll make my video before him. And he'll come back and he'll say the same thing. And that's because, and I found out we're both Leos. And I was like, why do I have the same views as him? Like some of the stuff, and some of the stuff we think, like I'll be like, damn, this motherfucker, I really feels like he's like my older brother. So the comparison shit, yeah, that's cool. But I want you guys to see me for who I am. I'm really not trying to be Funky Dineva. I'm not ever going to get in here and get in a wig. No shade to him. That's not who I am. That's his brand. I'm me. I give it to y'all raw, unfiltered. I like to come to y'all as I am. I want it to be like me talking to my best friends. I want y'all to be my best friends. I haven't came up with a name for y'all yet. I do want to kind of do the thing that